and what he's doing and the good work he's doing, together with his partners on the board. I thought this is something that the time was right. And
so in other words, it's not just where we're like one night a week or one night a month that you just show up for a meeting, yes, no, and that's the end of it, right?
Even Katie knows that's not it. No.
How many nights? How much time would you say on a monthly basis would you put into being the chairperson?
On average, 20 to 25 hours a week.
Really? That much, huh?
It's a lot of work.
So it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work because, we're not just locally. We have the coalition, the Northern Westchester Coalition, and then all of the chairs on the various committees are then also part of the executive committee for the county. And, keeping in mind that because I took over in September, with a lot of new ideas, we're spending time building and growing. We've implemented a district leader training program that we're launching at the end of this month, which we haven't had before. The internship program.
Now the district leaders, just for the viewers, those are people that represent actually like districts in the town.
Yes.
And how many are there in Yorktown?
Yorktown has 43 election districts.
Right.
Each election district can have up to 2 district leaders, so that's a max of 86.
Wow.
Back in September, I had around 25. We're now at 60.
Oh, wow.
And
District leaders.
District leaders.
Wow.
So, it's not like you just go out and just pull people off the street. You have to kind of, it's a development process. It's making sure somebody knows what it's all about.
Sure, training and everything
Training.
else. Sure.
So we've done the preliminaries, and now we're doing actual training at the end of this month in anticipation for the upcoming local elections and county elections. We want to, as a committee, be able to, reach as many people in town as possible to talk about our candidates. And we also created and are launching a website. Oh. So we've got the judicial races coming up in September. So it's been very, very active.
I can imagine. Well, going from 25 to 63 means you're getting input into the community because that's almost tripling your workforce in a sense just in a short time. Yeah. So it shows you it's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah, and we're getting some really good people. We're getting a lot cross demographic, young, old, men, women. It's just we're pulling from every possible segment of the community, and it's nice to see different faces at these meetings. It's new energy. Change is good, as I said before.
Oh, yeah.
Change is good.
Yeah, just like any business, any organization, it goes through its cycle. Sometimes you got to kind of knock out sometimes it comes dormant. There's not that enthusiasm. Right. You bring in a new crowd, and there's that enthusiasm immediately emerges.
And when I leave, hopefully, somebody like Katie will come and she'll bring new energy and new great ideas.
Now you have the elections are coming up this fall.
November.
Who's running for re-election? Anyone specific?
We have in our county legislative seat, we've got Mike Kaplowitz, who has been at it for a long time, does a wonderful job. Mike needs no praise because he gets it all the time. And then we have Supervisor Don Peters, who is running for re-election. Okay. And then we have 2 council seats up. One has the incumbent Lou Campisi in it. He's running again. And we also have another seat that is up. So
looking for potential candidates.
We advertised.
Okay.
We advertised. We want transparency, and we want people to really participate in this democratic process. So we advertised for all of the positions, including town justice. Matthew Metz, who was in the town board seat with Councilman Campisi, is going to run for town justice. Oh. Okay, so he's moving over. Oh. So that leaves 2 seats on the council. And when we advertised, we got surprisingly or not surprisingly, a lot of really good people that want to get involved locally. So
it wasn't just a matter of just getting 2 names that just happen to be there and you just put them up to running. You have to actually have a nominating committee, a selection process, and everything.
And the interview process. We interviewed everybody who came forward.
Really?
Yeah, and it was, and we were so impressed with the quality of the people who want to be part of local government. So that was nice. And now at the end of the month, actually June 1st is when we have our nominations, where we'll formally announce our slate. So I can't tell you about that.
No. Well, yeah. Well, actually, when this will air, it'll probably be after the June 1st date.
Yes.
So if you want, you can actually, we could tell the slate.
No. My lips are sealed.
Is your name going to show up on anything?
No.
Oh. No. How about potential for future?
No.
Never say no in politics. Never say no.
I was told that. I was told that, but I think we have good candidates like you who can take the helm and run for office.
We're very close to making a decision. That'll be
good,
forthcoming.
because we love to have Dominic. It's one of our county legislators for Yorktown.
Yeah, well, we've had two tough races, and it's been an adventure, that's for sure.
Yes, well, you've prepared, you've laid the groundwork.
Oh, yes. Just like anything else, it's just like a business. You don't open up on Monday and make money the next day.
Exactly.
Sometimes it takes time. So
that's right.
It's a decision that we'll see. It's coming up soon.
He's going to make us wait. I didn't tell him, so he won't tell me.
So do you have any political aspirations, maybe running for office someday?
I'm not really sure. I haven't really made my official decision about anything, just because there's so much that I can get involved with.
Right.
Going to school in Washington, D.C. That's part of one of the reasons why I wanted to become active in this internship.
Right.
Just because politics, I have a general interest in it. And it's just an area that I haven't really gotten involved in high school.
Now, you're going is political science your major? Or?
No, I'm going to go for economics, I think.
Economics?
I know.
She's a smarty pants.
And possibly French, but like being in Washington, D.C., you're surrounded by politics, right. So I think it'll be easy.
Yeah, and you may not even want it. It's just going to be thrust upon you, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
And if you can solve some of our financial woes, you may be around a long time anyway. So who knows? You never. I mean, this has a way of pulling you back. Politics, as Patricia will tell you, it's like the more you try to push it away, the more it seems to come back at you. So
this is true.
You never know. So anything else on the horizon? Where are we going? Is there anything that we could talk about right now?
Let's see. Well, I think Katie was making the point a moment ago about she's not sure when she goes to school. She's surrounded by politics. I think the truth is that politics, in the traditional sense, we know what that is, but really politics bleeds into organizations.
Just about everything.
Corporate
you
America,
do. That's
everything
right.
that you do. So that whatever ultimately a young person like Katie decides, what you learn, through this process and through your experience in Washington, which is going to be awesome, it will assist you in your working relationships, in your personal relationships even.
Patricia makes a good point. It's truly, any organization, no matter how big or how small, seems to have its own, how would you say it? There's an own inner workings, and depending on where you are on the rung, you could move up in the organization. Sometimes people will try to hold you back. It could be a bunch of things going on, and you learn early on you have to learn, how do I get here? If your goal is up here, how do I get there? If you buck the system too early, they might push back or throw you out and cast you aside. So you have to learn, which way to go with that.
But and becoming involved in these kinds of things, just in high school, I feel like these types of experiences will hopefully help me in the future.
Now, can I ask Katie a question?
Sure, go right ahead.
Katie, what was the most important lesson that you take away from your internship with the Democratic Committee?
Well, being on the Democratic Committee, I've been to the town board meetings countless times, and one of the most important things I've learned is local government, being involved in local government. It's one of the most important, I believe, is one of the most important aspects of government in general, because it's the part of government that actually affects your local community. So becoming involved in the local government, you'll actually see the difference in your surroundings on a day-to-day basis. So I've enjoyed my time, definitely.
Boy, I could see Patricia smiling as you made that statement. Yeah, you could see it coming right through. Well, ladies, it's been an enjoyable, show tonight. Thank you for both coming. Katie Donatelli, once again, Yorktown Democratic Committee intern, and Patricia Mulligan, Esquire. Every time I hear Esquire, I think of the Quiet Man with John Wayne. What was his name?
Oh God, he's going to make me think back. I can't remember what I had last.
Yes, the Quiet Man. Yes.
Last week. You want me to think back?
But I love
I know
that
what you're
Esquire.
talking about.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
But anyhow, well, thank you very much.
Thank you for having us, Dominic. It was our pleasure.
Thank you for having us. Okay.